I woke up with a knot in my chest. My mind was racing. I felt overwhelmed, and the day hadn't even begun. This was anxiety, a familiar visitor I knew all too well. It could be triggered by big things like a presentation at work, or seemingly small things like a crowded room. The feeling was always the same: a tightness in my chest, a racing heart, and a sense of dread that clouded my thoughts. It took me a long time to understand what was happening. I didn't want to admit that I struggled with anxiety. I thought it made me weak or incapable. But ignoring it didn't make it go away. In fact, it often made things worse. Once I started talking about it, I realized I wasn't alone. So many people experience anxiety and stress. We need to talk about it openly and honestly. Anxiety is a normal human emotion. It's our body's way of responding to stress and perceived threats. Everyone experiences anxiety from time to time, but when it becomes persistent and overwhelming, it can interfere with our lives. Understanding the root causes of our anxiety is crucial. It's like solving a puzzle. We need to figure out what triggers these feelings. These triggers can be internal, stemming from our own thoughts and feelings. They can also be external, coming from our environment and experiences. Sometimes it's a combination of both. The first step to managing anxiety is acknowledging it. We need to be honest with ourselves about what we're feeling. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. There is strength in vulnerability. One of the biggest contributors to my anxiety was my own negative thinking. That little voice inside my head would whisper doubts and fears, amplifying my worries. I'd find myself caught in cycles of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. This negative self-talk only fueled my anxiety, making it harder to see things clearly. I'd put immense pressure on myself to be perfect, to please everyone, and to never fail. This self-imposed pressure was exhausting and only added to my anxiety. I had to learn to challenge these negative thoughts, to question the stories I was telling myself. I started practicing self-compassion, treating myself with the same kindness and understanding I would offer a friend. It wasn't easy, but slowly I began to quiet the inner critic and replace those negative thoughts with more supportive ones. Our external environment plays a significant role in our anxiety levels. Work can be a major source of stress, with deadlines, presentations, and the constant pressure to perform. Relationships, too, can bring their own set of challenges, from navigating conflicts to managing expectations. Then there are the everyday stressors that can chip away at our peace of mind. Traffic jams, financial worries, and the constant barrage of information from the news and social media can all contribute to feelings of overwhelm. We also can't underestimate the impact of lifestyle choices. Lack of sleep, poor diet, and lack of exercise can all make us more susceptible to stress and anxiety. Societal pressures and expectations, the need to fit in, and the fear of judgment can also weigh heavily on us. It's important to recognize these external triggers and find healthy ways to manage them. Setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, and seeking support when needed are essential for navigating the challenges of modern life.